Please welcome Dr. Tiesioginė, Chairman of the Board of Management of Daimler AG and Head of Mercedes-Benz Cars.
Bonjour at Mercedes-Benz and Smart. And a warm welcome to those watching us on Facebook Live. At this time of day, we'll probably have mainly students online. So let me start with a message to those students who may be asking, will my studies have any relevance for my future job? Well, I studied electrical engineering, even when everyone else told me, go into mechanical engineering, you idiot. And sticking to my guns really paid off. It took just 40 years. The reason is our main topic today, e-mobility. To us, the current e-revolution is no surprise. Already back in 2010, the tagline for our Paris show was Liberté, Égalité et Mobilité. 6 years later, it's clear that this was more than just a play on the French Revolution slogan. We have self-driving features in our series-built cars today that provide a lot more liberté to Mercedes drivers. And with our broadest portfolio ever, we can meet almost any customer taste and budget. That's what we call égalité. However, e-mobility progressed at a slower pace. This year, not even 1 in 100 European customers chose an electric vehicle. But to use the argument from French poet Victor Hugo, on ne résiste pas à l'invasion des idées, unfortunately, Hugo gave us no indication of how to know exactly when the right time for those ideas arrives. That's why our industry has long been a little shy about showing some real dedication to electric mobility. Smart, however, has never been shy in any way. That's why I and his team started fully electric driving way back in 2007. And now, Smart is going all in. Smart will be the very first car brand to offer both combustion engines and fully electric driving across its entire portfolio, which includes the world's only electric convertible. Please welcome the 4th generation of Smart electric cars. This car family is the perfect representation of liberté, égalité et mobilité. And not just because our smart two-seaters are proudly made in France. With the new generation, we've extended liberté with a range of up to 160 kilometers, more than enough in urban areas for which smart was tailor-made. The new smart models also liberate you from long charging hours. We've cut that down by as much as 50%. After just 12 minutes of charging, you've added more than 30 extra kilometers to the range of your smart. That's faster than you can order and enjoy a grande, iced, sugar-free vanilla latte. Next Smart continues to be the pioneer of budget-friendly electric cars, starting in Germany at 21,940 euros. That's the smart understanding of égalité. And these cars also come with a guaranteed battery performance of 8 years or 100,000 kilometers. We can make that promise because we also make the batteries in our own plant in Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our new electric smart lineup. It will start arriving at dealers in the US in only 3 months and in the rest of the world shortly after. These cars are one key aspect of our long-term strategy. Yet, this strategy goes way beyond electrifying the drivetrain of our models. From a customer's perspective, it's the entire package that makes the difference. And we are dedicated to connecting the dots and offering the most comprehensive solution. That starts with a new perspective on cars in general. Many car manufacturers now want to become mobility providers. That's great, but there's an even bigger transformation going on. In addition to moving from A to B, the car, van, or truck will be able to support customers' lifestyles in many more ways. The most recent examples at Daimler include in-car office to keep you productive, smart, ready to drop to keep your delivery person productive, or our Mercedes Vision van to help the delivery person with drones. And we are just getting started. We see the car transforming from a product into the ultimate platform. That's a fundamental change in perspective. And this platform is based on 4 pillars: connected, autonomous, shared, and of course, electric. Each of these has the power to turn our entire industry upside down. But the true revolution is in combining them in a comprehensive, seamless package. We've just created a new unit at Mercedes to do just that. The team is called CASE, and I'd like to walk you through the 4 pillars to explain what I mean. First is connectivity, and we believe that starts with connecting the assets we have at Mercedes. That's basically the idea of our digital brand, Mercedes Me, that we launched already in 2014. Convenient one-stop shopping for our connectivity features in one app. Mercedes Me was the first of its kind, and its spectrum is steadily growing. Take parking as an everyday example, where we use our head start in Car2X communication.
Searching for a parking space is one of the most annoying things for drivers. Studies show that looking for a suitable spot to park downtown can add an average of 10 to 15 minutes to every trip. It feels like desperately searching for your golf ball after a bad shot. In the future, Mercedes drivers will get a hole-in-one when it comes to parking with our service, community-based parking.
The idea is simple. On the way to autonomous driving, our cars scan the road all the time. They can also look for empty parking spaces and share that information with other drivers. So you spend less time searching and get back some extra time to work on your golf handicap or study electrical engineering. And this is just one example why we consider the car of the future a quality time machine. That level of convenience can only be topped by cars fully capable of parking and driving themselves. Which brings me to the second pillar on my list, autonomous driving. The key to rapid progress in fully self-driving cars is its sensors. And nature is a great source of inspiration here.
Bats use ultrasonic waves to navigate collision-free at high speeds and in complete darkness. Some birds use the geomagnetic field of the Earth as a reliable GPS system for orientation during migrations. Some fish can locate a distant sound by the pressure wave in the water they detect through special organs. All these are amazing capabilities, but to make our cars almost supernaturally safe, it is not enough to enhance radars. It is not enough to optimize ultrasound, and it is not enough to improve cameras. The key is in combining these senses. It's all about sensor fusion.
So, your Mercedes continuously receives information from different sources. All this information is put together instantaneously to draw the right conclusions. And we also benefit from sharing self-driving knowledge within our company. Just one recent result, the Mercedes-Benz Future Bus. We have similar ideas for our trucks and vans as well. On top, we have plenty of experience with the next case topic, sharing. As you know, sharing is one mega trend of our time. Even though there are some exceptions, let's see. I'm still glad I have my own toothbrush. Yet, when it comes to individual mobility, sharing really opens a world of opportunities. That's why we pioneered free-floating car sharing in 2007 with Car2Go, which today is the world's largest provider with about 2 million users globally. That's why we are in the process of merging our MyTaxi operations with Halo, and we are now the largest ride-hailing service in Europe with 7 million registered customers and a presence in 50 cities. And that's why we created the Movable platform to find, book, and pay for your rides. Altogether, this is a broad level of expertise in shared mobility that no other car manufacturer has. That's also a very effective way to get more customers into EVs. Our electric Car2Go fleet alone has accumulated more than 35 million locally emission-free kilometers. Now, the next big step with huge potential is peer-to-peer car sharing. Cars sit parked for nearly 23 hours a day on average. Why not use this extra time to earn some extra money for their owners? We are currently working on several P2P car sharing projects. For instance, we teamed up with a San Francisco-based startup to launch a pilot program in the US. We will start our very own P2P car sharing pilot in Germany this November. And on top, at Smart, we will accompany our testing of ready-to-drop for parcel delivery with a service for P2P smart sharing in Germany. All these projects are based on the same easy principles. Your car will be equipped with a box that connects it to an online platform. Then you photograph your Mercedes or Smart and create your car's profile. It's like Airbnb for cars, so make sure it looks pretty. Next, you enter your free dates and give thousands of members the ability to rent, unlock, and drive your car, all with their smartphone. It's as easy as using Car2Go. All of our P2P car sharing initiatives have one thing in common. And I'll bet that's something everyone loves: sharing expenses. To sum it up, the following video shows what a typical use case might look like in the not-too-distant future. It combines connected, autonomous, and shared features of a car.
You head to the airport. Your car automatically reserves its parking spot and checks you into your flight. While you're away, it's free to be used by others, earning some extra money. Before you return, your car will get ready. It charges its batteries, picks up your laundry from the dry cleaners, and has your mail and groceries delivered to its trunk. It knows your exact arrival time, including possible delays, and waits for you at your closest terminal door to drive you home.
Connected, autonomous, and shared. That's the future we all want to live in, right? And another big step will be to have these cars drive locally without emissions. And that brings me to the final pillar, e-mobility. With electrification, we also take a holistic approach with a comprehensive electrified ecosystem. On the one hand, we are electrifying vans, trucks, buses, and cars. On the other hand, our e-ecosystem will offer services beyond the vehicle, ranging from energy storage solutions for private homes and businesses, or wireless charging, or sustainable recycling. That's why we are investing 1 billion euros in our global battery production. This includes our investment of 500 million euros in our second battery plant in Germany. Construction will begin shortly. The cool thing is, our first plant has been up and running since 2012. And I'm sure the expanded site in Kamenz will not be our last for global battery production. We have big plans that will require a lot of batteries. That's why we are bundling all our electrification initiatives under one umbrella. We're launching a whole new brand for all of our electrification efforts. And we are convinced now is the time to flip the switch. EQ is our brand for electric intelligence. The name derives from the Mercedes-Benz core brand values, emotion, and intelligence. It will tie together everything that makes the e-mobility convenient for customers. Again, it's all about the comprehensive package. So we have CASE as a strategy. We have EQ as a brand. And of course, we also brought to Paris the first representative of what will be a whole series of products. We call it Generation EQ. That's because it's a prototype for a whole new generation of cars from Mercedes. The first of a whole new family. By 2025, we'll have more than 10 fully electric vehicles on the market. Therefore, we are developing an entire new vehicle architecture. Our goal is to have EVs make up between 15 and 25% of our global sales by 2025. That, of course, also depends on the continued development of infrastructure and customer preferences. We have engineered our show car Generation EQ to fully live up to our CASE principles. This includes superior connectivity capabilities and onboard entertainment, super convenient inductive charging, autonomous driving as far as we can safely and legally go, and everything a customer would expect from a true Mercedes-Benz in terms of safety, comfort, and performance. We'll see this car out on the road within 3 years from now at the price range of a reasonably equipped Mercedes GLC. We chose to launch our EV family with an SUV for good reasons. Key among them is the ever-rising popularity of this class of vehicles, particularly with our Mercedes customer base. SUVs helped us in a big way to reach our 42nd record-breaking sales month in August. That's 3.5 years of growth in a row. In addition, we have sold 4 million SUVs to date. And since we want customers to love electric cars, we'll start with the cars they love most. What's more, we already have the required production facilities. After all, in order to flip the switch to e-mobility, you need to be ready to deliver. We will build our electric cars in our existing and highly flexible production network around the globe. That will enable us to quickly achieve the necessary volumes, global market reach, and, most importantly, deliver Mercedes quality. So, our message to the market is this: ready when you are. And here's the first car to prove it. Here's our Generation EQ. Our head of design calls this the electrified look. I've got an easier term: beautiful. There's one perspective that I think is really stunning about this car, and that's the all-new interior. Take, for example, the touch-based controls and displays, or the LED lighting scenarios. Other highlight is the drivetrain. 2 electric motors with an output of up to 300 kilowatts, all-wheel drive, superb driving dynamics, and a range of up to 500 kilometers without local emissions. And there's one thing that is even more exciting than this car's interior, exterior, and technology. This car truly represents a great new generation of cars at Mercedes. And the next step towards a new generation of Daimler. 5 years ago, we set the target to get back to #1 in the premium car segment by 2020. It was an ambitious target. And you know what? We're almost there today. This shows our organization is ready to take on the next challenge. Therefore, our new goal is to lead the premium car segment in electric cars by 2025 at the latest, including any new entries. And to have our entire business fully embedded in the CASE ecosystem. For us, this goal means speeding up the transformation of our products and, at the same time, reinventing the drivetrain of our entire company. Therefore, we asked our employees earlier this year for ideas to significantly accelerate the ongoing change of our corporate culture. In just 3 months' time, we got 150 great ideas. Among the most fascinating is transforming parts of Daimler into an agile or swarm organization. And CASE, which will be a separate legal entity, is the perfect place to start. As I've learned, organizational theorists differentiate a mechanical from a biological type of organization. The mechanical type runs like a Swiss clockwork, precise and reliable. That remains important. Just think about vehicle safety. In contrast, the biological type grows like a forest, more cluttered but highly flexible. To avoid any misunderstandings, we do not want to transform our engineers in a bunch of tree huggers. Looking ahead, we will need both structures. And as I see it, there is no company on Earth that is better positioned to combine the mechanical and biological types than Daimler. After all, our startup garage was a greenhouse. And that spirit is also our path to the future. I think, in the end, all of the great products you see coming back on stage right now provide some of the best proof. We are ready for that future. There definitely is another revolution coming up, a peaceful and literally a quiet one. So, join the revolution and be sure to have a closer look at all of our products. Thank you and enjoy the Paris Motor Show.